you said on July 19th, you said you dealt with a second family as well as a first, but a second family that day told you that or the slumlord or their landlord threatened to up their rent if they used air conditioning. One family already pays $2,100 a month for a crappy two-bedroom house. In another situation, you said you're dealing with another particular slumlord, use your word, whose tenants are in a boarding house and are charging them an extra $20 a month during the summer for the luxury of plugging in their large fans or AC units to. And you asked him what the heck's going on, basically, and he said that's what they're not to get political on you, but that's what their carbon rebates are for. So maybe less so on the carbon rebate side of things and more on the how you what
Yeah.
your thoughts are on the AC.
Yeah. So it's when you sign an agreement, a
Yeah,
contract with a landlord.
right.
Uh, I've never helped anybody sign one or been part of any sort of agreement where there's an extra surcharge for days that are over 30 above or below 30, because the same with furnace motors. But it's a situation where there's no other term. They're slum landlords.
Yeah.
They don't follow the law. They don't.
Is there a
The
law
tenants
against
that
that?
Well, yeah, you can't. I mean, first of all, it's not in the contract, if there is even a contract.
Okay.
Um, Second of all, a lot of these people just don't do taxes because they don't have the capacity or something, so they don't get any rebates. So,
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
so the situation is that they're being taken advantage of
Yeah.
because of who they are and the situation they're in, and um,
Okay.
I don't see any
Is there any
defense for
is
any of
there
these.
there's no real recourse, they're forced to pay or they get.
Well, there is. You can
Okay,
call if you're in Edmonton, you call the 311 line and you speak to the Landlord and Tenant Advisory Board.
okay.
If you're outside of Edmonton, you have to go on this 5-hour wait line to this government bureaucratic office that just
Mhm.
really doesn't do anything. So we're fortunate in Edmonton, at least, that there's some people on the other end of the telephone that will help. And so, but for those and I work again with families outside of Edmonton, Leduc or Wetaskiwin or whatever,
Yeah,
they're not in the same boat. So yeah, you find your contract, you read your contract, and if worst, you don't pay it. I wouldn't pay it. I'd try to get them to get an eviction notice or get an eviction order from a judge, and they have to go to court. You'd be given notice, and you can challenge what they're doing. And again, it's very predatory behavior from
right.
slum landlords that are taking advantage of certain families that don't have the advocacy skills, self advocacy skills, or are ignorant of their rights. And some of them end up paying. So it's disgusting, and it happens.
Yeah,
And I'm on the other end to try to help them. Sorry, my cat's attacking me
yeah.
for some reason.
That's interesting to be in the contract because if it's not legal, it's like, well, it doesn't matter if it's in the
Of
contract.
course, yeah, it's
You
not.
can't enforce this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So,
I don't think you could put it
no.
in a contract. I mean, you can't put
Um,
in extra costs like that. I mean, you're either paying your power
yeah,
or you're in a room and board situation. Or maybe you live in but I don't see any.
yeah.
But so these families are in room and board situations or in boarding houses where they technically are room and board, but they're just like little 1 bedroom closets with a hot pad and maybe a microwave and
Yeah.
a shared bathroom down the hallway. So
Okay. Yeah. Well, the irresponsible or perhaps even illegal payment money that's being asked from these slumlords. At least it sounds like some of these people, thankfully, especially during a heat wave, not particularly have AC or some kind of an AC unit or some kind of a fan to keep them out of hospital or worse.
yeah,
So there's that.
Yeah.
But they certainly shouldn't have to pay extra for it. I'm sure we all agree with that.